How's everybody doing? My name is Kevin Dorval, and I'm going to give a speech, well, really practice for something I'm going to do tomorrow at the BMW Black Motivated Women um, Spotlight Dinner, where they're going to be highlighting 5 entrepreneurs, black males that are doing positive things in the community and are running a successful business. Now, these other 4 guys, I have no idea who they are, but I know they are doing something great to have been asked to be part of this dinner. Now, here's my speech that I'm going to do. So, of course, I got the haircut. I'm looking, a little fly. You know what I'm saying? Got the billboard in the back. I just got made for my book, The Courage to Believe. You can't see from there. Here's a better angle. Yeah, that's it right there. That's it. All right. Now, here's my speech. How's everybody doing? Thank you, Miss Moss, for such a wonderful introduction. As she mentioned, my name is Kevin Dorval, and I wear many hats. I do quite a bit. I have somewhat of a interesting background, for the lack of better words. I never really seen myself as someone important, for a very long time. As a matter of fact, I believe most people probably think of themselves like that at some point of time. My family's history is what, gave me some light, amongst other things. How many of you know your family's history? Can you go back, your grandparents' history? Can you go back your great-grandparents' history? And know where they're from, what city, what kind of occupation or jobs they had. See, me, I was always seeking that. I always wanted to know, so what did, mom, what did, grandpa do or grandma do back in their day? And I talk about that in my book, The Courage to Believe, which I should have a copy in my hands right now. I got one in the next room, but I'll rush back and get it in a minute. Back to the speech. When I found out that my grandfather was the chief of staff for the Haitian president, being in Haiti, and to me that was like a great honor to find that out. I'm like, wow, for real? So he was underneath the Papa Doc regime. Now, there's some controversial things about that regime. I'm not going to lie to you. As a matter of fact, that's why I'm kind of scared of really going into debt with it, But that goes beside the fact. But I was honored the fact that he was working for the president and holding an honorable position for the country. When I found that out, my world changed a little. I was able to walk with my chin straight, my neck up, my head up looking, and just thanking God for everything and all things. Everything's a blessing. And I ended up doing some more history, not just on my grandfather, but Haiti in general, and finding out about a man named Toussaint Louverture, who was the founder of Haiti. This the man that led the Haitian Revolution, one of the greatest wars of all time history. And also, more importantly, it's because of the blow that is struck against slavery. The Haitian Revolution is news that the American government back in the early 1800s, late 1700s, they want to suppress the fact that slaves rebelled against the slave owners. Think about that. This is before, this is while George Washington time. From George Washington to Thomas Jefferson. The war ended around Thomas Jefferson time. However, finding out that our people led a war like that, and my grandfather had to have got a chance to see some of many treasures. He have had to have been, being the chief of staff of the president, because wherever the president at, you're gonna be there. That's why I always advise people to find out what the history is and what it consists of. Gives you the sense of identity, because it's easy to lose your identity when you're going through some things, when life gives you a cold slap in the face. If it doesn't take your face, your life. How many of you have been on welfare? Welfare, man, I know a thing or two about welfare. Listening to me and giving this speech in front of you, you're going to learn about what it takes to be resilient, determined, to have the courage to believe. That's what my book is about. It's in its title itself. Growing up in those adverse times, and not always having our lights on or water on. As a matter of fact, it was very common that our lights or water would be on or off. They'll flip, they'll interchange. One will be on, other be off. But for the most part, we had them both on. But just the thought of that, it humbles you, because having to eat under candlelight, having to see and study from the moonlight. And now today, I feel so blessed. I feel so blessed for the fact that my mom was a woman of honor. My grandfather was a man of honor. And I feel as if that lineage, that trait has come upon myself. And wanting to do something honorable for the community, which is mentoring and inspiring, but giving you the courage to believe in your dream, what you want to have success in, the world that you would like to live in, that your children's children can have running down for generations, because that's what it's about. And you can't do that with closed hands. You have to be able to give. When I was a junior in college, matter of fact, I had to jump back into college to make it to that junior year. But I was in the system. The system was trying to stop me from moving forward. I used to hear people saying that, oh yeah, you're just using that as an excuse. But literally for me, when I realized that they were messing with my time, for me moving forward, that's when I realized that I got to take this more serious. If they're willing to put everything they got to ruin my life, to stop me from going to college and having a meaningful life, that American dream, I'm going to do everything I can to oppose that. And that's what I did. I graduated college anyway. Despite the fact being a prime suspect for a homicide investigation, because he say, she say things. Just because I had a past record, oh, he had to be involved. Oh, you can't be a lawyer. You can't run for president, be a judge, be a doctor. I'm like, okay, but I'm going to pave my own way. I'm going to create my own path as a pioneer for those who have made mistakes, but also those who are coming from adverse situations where they see there's no hope. Because at the end of the day, there is hope. Each and every one of us have greatness within us. All of you have it. It's just a matter of you tapping into that strength, that inner power to accomplish your dreams and goals. I am a living testimony of that. It is a miracle I'm here today. So I knew if God gave me a chance to do what I always wanted to do, was to go to school, graduate, show my mom that diploma. Thank God I was able to do that before she passed away. be a role model, and be that pioneer for my family, that I've lived a meaningful life. I've done what I said I was going to do. And I thank God for that. I thank you all for listening to me. Again, my name is Kevin Dorval, the mentor, author of the book they call The Courage to Believe. Amen and God bless.